Welcome to CIT live stream, and today we have CIT Secretary General, and he's going to speak to us, two comrades, through the media. Sir, thanks for accepting our appointment, and maybe you can introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Abdulahi. I'm the Secretary General of the Minister for Constitutional Affairs, CIT.
Thank you. Sir, my first question is based on religion, and my first question is based on religion.
Religion?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to take you back on 18th May 2023. There was a crusade in the institution, and as the pastor was giving out his sermon, the pastor gave a statement, and I quote, "Kwanza hawa buibui ni wabaya." What's your take about the statement concerning other religions in the institution?
Well, honestly speaking, in this country, Kenya, in the constitution of the country, have something called Bills of Right. Bills of Right is an article in the national constitution that used to talk about the rights and freedom of human beings in the country. And we have a certain clause that goes by the name freedom of worship. And according to the main constitution of the country, we have Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and then paganism, suggested as the religion that are practiced in the country, and each and every person is free to practice his or her religion peacefully in any place of the country, without the fear of restriction. Maybe if I say something, but it also entails that you have to respect and acknowledge other people's religion and their difference.
Okay. On 16th May, during Principal's Baraza,
Yes.
as the principal was responding to some questions asked by the comrades,
Yes.
the principal made a statement, and I quote, "The police station is just next to the institution. There are some issues which you can go there, then I'll respond to them while I'm in prison." Do you think it is the right way to respond to issues as a leader? Suppose you are in this seat.
Well, honestly speaking, the word that were used by the principal, you see, to some context and to some degree of the word that he used while addressing the subject that I asked comrade. Honestly speaking, I can say they are a bit harsh. Call a spade, they are a bit harsh. It's not a way, you talk to a student under intense pressure. You have to admit that baraza, that principal baraza, is something everyone was eagerly waiting for it. It's something that it was supposed to happen in term one. It never happened due to some reasons, failures. So here we are in term two, and according to this constitution, for open a term, we have to start first by the principal student baraza, and then go to principal baraza, right?
So my question is,
I'm going to a question. Kindly give me time, Okay. So you don't just answer, You have to calm, sequence, then get what I'm saying. Because level, the way I take something, the way you take something can never be the same. But we have some similarities,
Yes.
Good. So what I'm saying is, so we are supposed to have student baraza first. It didn't happen. So what we did is that we had an emergency. I think that's what's the emergency principle baraza. Because the grievances for the student that day, they were so high, and it was something that must be listened to. Because at the end of the day, comrade has got powers. That we all acknowledge and we agree. Sauti ya mwananchi, sauti ya comrade. But makosa yenye naweza sema bwana yule principal amefanya ile siku ni ile tone yake alitumia, and the way he responded to the question. You see, as a person of his caliber, it is not wise to address the student in such a harsh way, because student can erupt anytime. You see, and you cannot tell a student to go to to the police station to go and seek justice or to go and sort there. Yet something that it can be done, it can be agreed within the school. You get me? So to me, honestly, now if I answer the question, I'm saying this: the tone and the choice of the vocabulary used that day by the principal toward addressing the student, they were not right. So that's my take.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's 4 months since you were inaugurated,
Yes.
and you take in the oath of office
Yes.
as the Secretary General
Yes.
of CIT.
Yes.
Maybe can you tell us the challenges that you have passed since you were elected?
Well,
And how are you planning to conquer the challenges that are there in that office?
thank you. So you asked me like the challenges and the solution that
Yeah, and the solution.
to counter.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because so in this life when we face the problems, we don't lament under the problem. We look for the possible way to counter the problem. That's when they say you don't surf against the wave. You learn to surf with the wave. Now you get me? So yes, there are challenges in the institution and the seats of fraternity as a Secretary General. Wow, we have a lot of challenges. Well, if I just have to articulate few. First, the main and the most forefront concern that has been affecting even the previous regime, and brother, you can admit with me, the student council didn't have a place to call an office to operate. Is it true or false? Let us call us spade a spade. So the previous council that have been complaining over and over again, must have an office whereby we can serve our students, whereby we can learn our work. We need to have office. You can have office, but if you don't have equipment, that's wrong. They don't the purpose of the office. You get it? So we were crying that number one problem that was disturbing us, it was having an office and with the right equipment to run the office. Because once you have the office and you have the machines to use to run the work that is subjected unto me, so that I can serve the content as well as my other minister. Because being a Secretary General, I'm a vital organ, you see. Within the student, the council itself, the administration. So I'm someone who is interconnected, every place. See, and at the end of the day, my main call for this is to service delivery, to serve the content, right? So the first issue that you got sumbua sana ndugu yangu ni ofisi. Ofisi tumesumbuka tangu tuingie tuapishe pale, tumekuwa brought kulia story ya ofisi. Siku nenda siku rudi, lakini alhamdulillah kama unavyoona, the school has purchased one new table, 9 state-of-the-art chair, a laptop and not a laptop, a desktop and a computer early next week, and one new printer. We already have a printer, so that's the challenges. We don't have even the machines to use. So there's a printer, another extra printer, and later one extra table. So once you have the machines, I think we can operate fully. And another thing, maybe the challenges that you're suffering here in the institution is the leadership structure. Because I've asked me about the challenges, right? Let me tell you all the challenges. Because this is something I'm doing, I want everyone to know the reality. Because sometimes, such platform help to deliver a message to the student. And me personally, I have to acknowledge that every human being has a different way of understanding, a different way of perceiving things, because you cannot view the same thing on the same angle, right? And so in connection to that, another concern in the council is the communication problem. You see, brother, if you are an organization and you want to run your activity smoothly, you must have a place whereby you have to operate from. True or false? So if you don't have a place to operate from, where will you plan for your work? You expect me to plan my work and and attend at the dean's office? I'm just asking. Or because there's where we have a computer. So me personally as a secretary, I'm suffering a lot because even writing your minutes, brother, sometimes I have to go into my pocket. If I got the cyber print, yet this is something that should be provided by the institution.
Sir, if I may ask,
Yes.
we have a printer at this office.
Yes.
We have a printer at all HOD offices.
Yes.
Have you ever gone there and then you have been denied that chance to print?
No.
Then why do you go deep into your pocket, use your money to print things that concern the institution? Then here you are telling me that sometimes it forces you to go inside your pocket to get that money to print.
Yes. A good question, and I like it. So, if I have to answer you, brother. See, I'm a Secretary General. But because I don't have a place to operate with, or to operate to, I am not turned into a beggar. A beggar of what? Resources. You get me? So I have to go to the dean's office, sit at the dean's office, write student affairs concern at the dean's office. It's the same computer, it's the same dean. Maybe he wants to use it for his other business. He's also a dean of student. That machine was bought for him to serve student under which name? Dean of? You get me? So you expect a council to be using resources from departmental level or from the dean's office, yet something they should be provided with to use for their purposes, for their student purpose. You see, even, brother, you see, that's not work.
Okay. So, let me take you to another question.
Yes.
According to chapter 2
Of the Constitution.
of the Constitution,
Okay.
Article 10A
Okay.
and B.
Okay.
In the institution, there should be Students' Congress and the General Assembly. But as we speak right now, it's 4 months since you are elected.
Yes.
We haven't seen any
Yes.
of the Congress or Students'
Yes.
Assembly
Yes.
taking place. What's not happening as the school students' constitutional affairs?
Well, I acknowledge the question.
Okay.
I've got the question,
Okay.
so I'm answering. I acknowledge the question, and yes, it is something that is in the Constitution, as I've stated. Something there, and it's also stipulated, function of the State Congress. But brother, I want to tell you something. This book, called Constitution, it was amended, right? And just by the way, were you part of the team that amended the Constitution?
No, I
You
don't
are
think
you are not the part there, no problem. But are you aware of the sum of the complaints that are arising from this book? As a classroom, do you know the failure? Do you know the articles that are missing in this book?
You know, Mr. SG.
Excuse me.
Yes, you know,
I'm
this is a
just-
simple issue.
Yeah, brother.
It's a simple
I'm going to
issue.
my point. You see, this is more of a dialogue and an interview, right? So I'm asking while I'm answering, because there's some part I want to bring some sense, so that once you get it, then when I say what I want to say, maybe you'll connect to what I want to say. So I think everyone has a way of speaking, right?
True.
Yeah. So I'm just asking, are you aware that this book has some deformity? I want to just question, are you aware this book is missing some of the article, or some of the articles have been tampered and have been changed? Do you acknowledge that? You acknowledge it? Thank you. That's the first step. Good. So, this book, it was launched this year. And in CIT, let me say this once and for all. In this school, the subject of Constitution has been a problem, not under my regime, even in the previous regime. We have to acknowledge that, brother.
So my question is,
I'm going to answer your question. I get it, brother, be patient. Me and we can talk here the whole day. It's an interview. It's an interview. Yeah, so let me speak. Yes. Are you aware that what was I? Anyway, my point is this book, even in the previous regime, there has been a problem with constitution, right? So last year, what happened? Constitution amendment was done, and the book was suddenly launched, right? But after launching, there was realization of the important article that some have been omitted and some have been changed. You get me? Good. Me personally speaking, I was there when this book was launched at the amphitheater on that day. And were you present on that day?
yes, I was present.
How was the situation inside there?
You know, Mr. Secretary, you
No,
need to be
okay.
realistic.
Yeah, I know, brother, I know. But I'm just trying to give you a point, a sense. Brother, I was elected by 418 students to serve them. And leadership comes from God. And in my belief, in my faith, I'm going to be asked on the day of judgment. You were given a leadership position. What did you do in that position? Do you get me, brother? So what I want to say, my friend, is that each and every article in the Constitution is going, I'm not going to say that 100%. Do you get me? I'm a human being. I have to be frank with you guys. So I have to be frank. I'm a human being. No human is perfect, but no one is limited. Do you get it? No one is limited. What I want to bring in CIT is change. You feel, brother? I want to bring change. I want to bring transparency. And I believe this book is the key to solve all the problems for us who are now present in the institution and for those who will come later.
When are you planning to launch or form the Students' Congress and the General Assembly?
Good question. So first, according to my scheme of work, according to my plans, according to the way I feel like this is what I want to do, because see, I can't just wake up and decide today I want to do this, you know. You get it? You have to plan. If you don't plan, then not to plan. Are you planning to fail? You get it? Yeah, so you have to plan yourself first. And then after you plan yourself, then do what you have right in your plans. Now execute your plans. So it's a good question. So what I'm planning at the moment, this week, as I've realized, I've been distributing the Constitution. Right? This is the same week that I've been given an office. Yes? We do not have a place to operate from. I've been arguing with the school. This is just I'm telling you, by the way, and for the camera, for those who will watch and for those who will come later in CIT, because I know I'm not in CIT forever. That's one thing I'm telling you guys. I'm not in CIT forever, and for the time that I have, I want to leave a legacy and I want to leave an impact that it will be visible. Because I believe, for me, I don't have to go and shout that I'm doing this and this. What I believe is the fruit of my work. Let the performance do the talk.
So you're trying.
I'm saying, this book, I've been fighting and I've been writing to the institution since I was launched, I was appointed, but this book is not what has been launched. So what has been launched has been printed, and you know that in the other book, right? So there's some tampering. So I've told the administration that this book needs amendment. And since, patient, just a minute, and since this book was just amended the other year, and most of the things that have been written are in that the other constitution that we as students felt that that's the one supposed to be used. Because at the end of the beginning of this year, the question was, which constitution are you using, right? Do you remember? You remember, right? So I went and I've done my part, And I've come to the conclusion with the administration, together with the principal, that give the student the book that they feel they want to be covered. So lines to the Secretary General, to the next office, and what's supposed to be done, let it be done. So this book, amendment will be done. And this amendment, I promise you, itakuwa ni kitabu kwamba like it will cut across for those who are reading at the moment for shule and for those who come. Because this is the only thing in comrade in Ampatia power. Because constitution is power. And if your power is broken, then you have nothing to fight for. So we must have a strong shield. And as students, I'm telling you, this is your shield. So what I want to say, amendment of the constitution is done. At the moment I'm issuing the constitution to the student, they read, understand, and after that, after everyone, like not everyone, because I cannot guarantee everyone will get the copy. Not everyone will read. But after the distribution has been done, then it's the implementation that is going to take place. That's what I can say. Because first and foremost, brother, I could not have given out the constitution without having a place to operate for. Because I know the moment I issue this book, it's not work. It's not work. To be implemented in whatever is in the book, and it's whatever that is supposed to be done to make the book perfect for the student to use. Because at the moment, this book is not what the student wants. This book has been altered. And you guys will all know that. Some of the article here has been removed, some of the article here have been changed. Other articles have been left the way they are. So guys, I'm distributing the constitution at the moment, and then after distribution of the constitution, we'll be having our own machine here. Then I can operate now freely, wholesomely, because I have the machine to operate with. A place where I can store my data, a place where I can keep my record, because at the moment I'm working with papers. And this world has evolved, you know that. Yeah, we all do the world of technology. And here there's a lot of things that's supposed to be done. So my friend, I don't want to do my work shoddy. Yes, that's my principle. So guys, what I want to say, I am going to work mercilessly. That's the word I'm going to use upon this book. So that no any other minister after me will come and state that the constitution has not been dealt with properly. What the other minister will come and say, we want to add this and this into community. It will all about positive addition, not lamenting, not having problem with the book, not fighting against the article in the book. You get me? That's my vision, and that's my plan, and that's my dream. That's what I want to deal with this book. I want any other minister who will come later, it will all be about, rather, let us add this article about the student, this article is good to this society, this article is good for people in the sport, because this book is shallow. This book is shallow. Not everything has been conclusively talked about. You see? So it is those ideas that are needed to come and make this book perfect. You get me? But let me at the moment first correct this book. Because I believe you cannot work upon something that's not right. So you have to fix the problem, right? And then now work on other possible solutions affecting the problem. Thank you.
Okay, so one of your functions as the Secretary General is to oversee and plan students' activities for the promotion of academic, spatial, moral, harmonious communal life, and the social well-being of the student.
Yes.
As you speak right now, Council are planning to have a community day.
Council.
Yes.
Yes.
To help those in need in the institution.
Yes.
Okay. No memo, only few students have heard
Yes.
about the information.
Yes, brother.
Which criteria or method was used to identify those who are really in need, or it was just benefit but a few individuals?
Yes. It is a good question. So I believe anything that is brought to the community should be experienced and should be used by all the members of the community, not for the individual who have their own benefit or reason. So to counter the first part, why this problem? Yes, brother. The community day, it has been speculating to the student that it is this week ceremony, right? But to tell you, in reality, the community day shall be next week on Saturday. And the memo shall be written in the course of the week. So that's the first part to answer why there's no communication. And to answer the second bit of your question, you asked which criteria
Was used.
Good. See, they say people learn from experience and maturity, right? So the first community day, what we did as a council, as a Secretary General, what happened was that we chose to give only those who are expectant women. That was the main category to Chagua, now some part of the student. But those who are expectant, brother tunapatia full set. Mafuta, mchele, unga, kila kitu ndugu yangu. Wale wajawazito, wale sister zetu wenye wako na mjazito, tulisema wapatiwe kila kitu. Because they are the most vulnerable. That was last time. Unapata. Na hapa wengine ulikuwa unapata mafuta na unapata mchele. Ama ukipata hii, upate hii. Ulikuwa unapata. Na hiyo community day yenyewe na ndugu yangu, we were not targeting the school, tulikuwa tumefanya Mwanyama. I think you are aware of it. The school for the physically impaired and children, tulifanya kule. Lakini tukasema, juu hii kitu wale tuko na wanafunzi wetu, lazima pia tuangalie kweli uongo. Sasa tukaamua kuchagua wale ndugu zetu ambao wako wajawazito. Ndio tukawaweka pale kwenye karatasi na other student. Unyatumu mtoto kuja kwa ofisi, unaona, hata hiyo kama hiyo kwa list, sema cha kwanza tupeane hapa. Na ndio tulikuwa uliza watu walikuwa pale. Tunaweza kupeana expectant. After expectant tulikuwa na list yake. After ulisha tukasema sasa eneo pasta. Kikuja utapatiwa mchezo ndugu yangu hiyo ndio kuchukua. Wafu mimi nikapeleka mwana, but for this time brother, mimi nakwambia tunaifanyia wapi? Shule. Na main target for that community day itakuwa ni CIT comrades. This time tumesema community day tunaleta nyumbani kwa sababu the economic situation imekuwa harsh. Vitu ishikiki, comrade anaumia. So criteria this time, brother, tuliambia community leaders sawa wa identify. Sida community leaders. Si watu wanatambulika kwa katiba. So you have to involve them, right? Na hiyo ndio maana welfare committee, sio? Na hiyo ndio kitu kuhusu welfare. Tuliambia wa identify. Sawa? Vulnerable members in their respective society. And at the moment, we have 11 society. Before there were 10 society. This year, there's an addition of the Kushaitic society. The Kushaitic brothers and sisters. They are part of the society. So we are now 11 societies in CIT. So each member, each group of the society to give 5 members who feel they are the most vulnerable in the society. So that task is for the community leaders. We have deliberated them because they are the one who know the people. One wanaishi na wao sana community. Watupatie majina. Alafu sasa we as a council tumesema we will add sawa students, tutapeana chakula kwa wanafunzi, lakini kwanza the most important ni hawa watano.
Are you aware that there is a committee to spearhead the purchasing of the school bus? Who are these people involved in this committee? Who appointed them?
Let's call us spade, brother. I like to speak the truth, and that's what I believe shall set everyone free, right? Bro, I'm telling you here in front of the media. Me personally was not involved. The council was not involved in such Mimi leo nimeshtuka naingia kwa mtandao, ninaona memo. President anapiga picha. Kama kuna comment ya basi. I was asking, imefunga nini? So there are some of the things the administration they do undertake. They don't do that. So
another question.
That's a problem. That's a problem, and we are trying to resolve it in the best way. Because I believe, as State Council, we are a link between the student and you, administration. So anything that is supposed to happen, we must have the information at hand. Then we distribute it to who? To the student. Because you guys look up to us for any information, for any communication purposes that is to deliberated to you. From who? From the administrator. So if the information, IDD or link hapo katikati, then kuna shida. Na hiyo ndio tunajaribu kusolve the administration. That breakdown channel of the communication, that mbona hapo mahali kuna konga na buffer, mbona hiyo signal hapo inaendanga hivi, mbona vitu zinafanyika sasa mnege atuambie hapo ndo nataka tudili naye perpendicular tujue shida iko wapi. Yes.
Do you love the nature of the school? Because as we speak right now, there is a few classrooms. In some areas, there are no pavements. Maybe as the official spokesperson of the organization,
Yes.
what have you done to make sure that these things will be there even if they are long term?
Okay. It's a good question, but it's also a hard one, you know, it's because it's about infrastructure development. But you know that I'm putting that are within my reach, and there's something that are not within my reach. So me to say, yeah, I have written in all of my minutes since I've been appointed as a CIT Secretary General that there is need for infrastructure development, and that includes pavement and the road. But the most important thing nimeongelea sana ndugu yangu ni classes. Issue ya classes. Nimesema kwamba shule hakuna madarasa ya kutosha, hakuna viti za kutosha, hakuna drawing board ya kutosha, sawa? Na classes ziko pia zinahitaji standard upgrade. Unapata kuna classes hapa boardroom mark pen yenye haiandiki kwa hiyo hizi whiteboard. Kuna classes hapa mark pen nasumbua. Sio? So hizi vitu tumeziongelea community. Tunafuatilia kwa juu, tunaambiwa maintenance mara inafanya hapa inaasha pale. Sawa. But in terms of the infrastructural development, brother, me what I can say is first is something that's very sensitive. And lakini ni kitu lazima ifanyike because the school must have good infrastructure. Na hiyo ni kazi ya nini? Administration na board of management. You want that? So for some duration of time, CIT itakuwa na BUG, board of management. I think you're aware. I think 2 weeks ago kulikuwa na board of management hapa. Unajua? They were here. So board of management sasa iko sasa currently iko sasa. Iko. So ni jukumu letu kama council sasa. Let me tell you where kama sisi council tunaingilia. Ni jukumu letu kama council through official writing and through official city with the right members involved, the stakeholders wa shule waangalie hiyo maneno ya infrastructure development because the issue ni iko concerning. Because mimi kitu najua CIT itakuwa national polytechnic and the caliber as such status caliber, that means the school it receive a lot of students. Tuelewane hapa, shule itakuwa kubwa the moment inakuwa promoted. Ndio maana hii barabara hii lami hiyo ndio ongezwe. Sinaona haijamalizika. Hii lami brother itamalizika next year July. So I think the first budget imeandikwa iko na kama zile mita, sasa hiyo ni baki in the next financial year itamalizika. So hopefully by the next year after the graduation tutakuwa na lami mpaka mwisho. And that's thing tumeambiwa ni nakula when you are in charge of infrastructure the whole country through the office of the MP. Hii kwa doketi yake. So barabara itamalizika. But hiyo ni kitu ya nje. Kitu ndani ya shule ni infrastructure. So barua sisi tutaziandika tuseme kuna board of management. Hiyo maneno yanaingia. But shida ya shule wanasema ni kwamba hakuna pesa. Hakuna pesa. Whatever the case. Pesa kila mahali hakuna. Kwa hiyo So they have to come with some mechanism. Kama ni pesa itafutwa, infrastructure ongezwe. Kwa sababu shule ikiongezeka ndugu yangu na hakuna madarasa ya kutosha, hakuna viti vya kutosha, hakuna meza ya kutosha, wanafunzi watasoma wapi? Ama wanataka tuendelee kusoma chini ya tent? Mimi sifurahii.
To the end of this discussion, maybe talk to the comrades who are watching right now.
Tell them what.
Your closing remarks.
Well, to the CIT community, fraternity, and to my fellow comrades, because I'm also a comrade, and the members that are involved in running the institution, in the day-to-day activity, such as the groundsmen, such as the security men. So any other body in a run CIT toward better service deliveries kwa hii shule, including our teachers, who some of them go extra mile to do some tremendous job. What I want to say is that there's a lot for improvement. There's a lot for improvement, and I believe change is inevitable. Changes must take place, because if there is no change, then there's no purpose of existence. So in this life, I believe to have fully the purpose of existence is that we have to embrace and acknowledge that there are some things they come and go. There are some things that are not in good condition and we want them to be in better condition. And there are some things that they must be done because they are not there. So they have to be there. Because that's what will bring about changes. Because change is not about having what you have and then you change. It's about having what you don't have and then you implement, then you have it. Or you can have something and then it's not working the way it's supposed to be work. Then you change the way it's supposed to be work so that can work. So changes is about everything. And changes start from the smallest to the largest, the top. Yeah? So something in answer from scratch. So what I want to say is that let everyone involved do his or her part.
Thank you.
To the fullest. And once kila mtu amefanya kitu na amefanya role yake, trust me brother, trust me, hii CIT itakuwa na better position. Because everyone will be doing his job na atakuwa na job hii ndio role yangu. Na once kila mtu anajua what is expected to be done from him, then that's when we'll have and we'll achieve 100% service deliveries to the comrade and to the school at large.
Thank you so much for watching, and remember, never pretend to be superior where there are several superior people, because the outcome might not be as expected. Don't forget to subscribe, share and comment to our channel. Thank you.